Hi, I'm Darcel Lobo, and I help lawyers like you to improve their law firms and to improve their lives. And today we're going to talk about what lawyers can do to improve their well being. And I want to talk about this because, May was, like well being in the law, and there was like a week of it, and I wrote an article for the ABA about kind of the 5 steps to take to improve your life. If you are an ABA member, you can log in and view it. I can't link it below because it's like behind a paid membership wall, but it just made me think like it's become more of a hot topic to talk about well-being for lawyers, but I'm not sure that I'm seeing a lot of actionable advice as far as like what can you actually do to improve your well-being. Like, it's good that we're bringing awareness to it. It's good that we're having these conversations and they're more in the open and it's more acceptable to talk about it and to acknowledge if you're not doing well, right? I mean, that's a very vulnerable thing to say and to put out there. And I'm glad that we're having these conversations. But for me, it's kind of like, but then what's the next step? So I was just appointed. I'm in Washington State, and the Washington State Bar Association, I was just appointed by our Board of Governors for the state to be on our well-being task force, and I represent the solos and small firms, which I'm very honored to have been selected out of a lot of amazing candidates who applied for that position. So I'm very honored to be on this task force. I think it's very important work. And going out on my own, I've been a solo lawyer for 8 years now. And when I went out on my own, I have 2 kids who are 14 and 11, but they were 6 and 3 then, roughly, or maybe 5 and 3. My daughter just turned 14, and it was tough, right? And it's like, before I went out on my own, I was in a career at a job where I was just unhappy. Like, I had worked so hard to become a lawyer, and if you're like me, like you're a box checker, and you do all the things that you're supposed to do in the order that you're supposed to do them, and I just wasn't happy in my career, and it's like, God, I worked so hard and for so long. I have so much law school debt, right? And I am unhappy. And I meet so many other lawyers who are in the same boat. A lot of times it's other women lawyers that I tend to find, men as well, but usually it's more women, at least the ones that I talk to, where they just have this dissatisfaction despite all of their accomplishments. They're not happy with their careers. And it's just, so going on this journey, opening my own law firm was 100% the best decision for me. I'm so glad I did it. I wish I hadn't waited 2 or 3 years of doubting myself if I could do it. I wish I would have done it sooner, but that's all right. That's part of the journey, right? And part of my journey, my career, and raising 2 children and wanting to have the time and flexibility to be there for them and their school activities and just all that comes with, motherhood and being a spouse and running a business, like you can tend to lose yourself, right? Because you can become like not even on your own priority list. Like you're not on your own set of priorities. And so I've spent the past 2 or 3 years really prioritizing myself and my own life, which I didn't do for a very long time. And part of it is that, my kids were younger, right? So they needed me more then, and they need me now, but just kind of in a different way because they are getting older. I mean, my daughter's going off to high school in September, which I can't believe, but it's true apparently. And so I've been able to spend some time focusing on me. If you seen prior videos, you know that I've shared a lot about my health journey and my weight loss journey in these past three years now. I mean, since it was about Easter of 2021 where I was at the highest weight I think I've ever been in my life. Even higher than when I had my 2 children. I weighed more than that. Like it was bad. And so I've lost about 50 pounds since then. And so I feel like I'm on this mission now to help other lawyers, specifically solos and small firms, because that's just my firsthand experience. So I can speak to that from a place of empathy, because I'm not just talking this talk. I've actually walked this walk with, and I'm actually walking the walk with you because I still am a law firm owner. But I really want to help lawyers be more satisfied in their careers and in their personal lives and with themselves, and to really learn how to prioritize themselves and to not feel bad about it and not have the guilt that comes along with it. Because I truly believe if I take care of myself, then I'm a better mom, I'm a better wife, I'm a better business owner, I'm a better lawyer, like everything is better when I'm better. So how can I be better? How can I help you to be better? And so when we talk about well-being, we want to make sure that we understand that it's not, oh, go get a massage, or oh, that's not well-being to me. If it is for you, then by all means do what fills your soul. But for me, it's about really making like a conscious effort to thrive in the different areas of your life. And so when I'm coaching my clients who are lawyers that are usually looking to open a law firm, or they've opened a law firm, or trying to just figure things out and juggle all the things and to really figure out how they can be happy, right? Like, so we start with the Wheel of Life. I love the Wheel of Life. If you've never heard of this, if you've never filled one out, I will link mine below as a PDF. You don't need to sign up for anything to get it. You don't have to give me your email for it. It's just a PDF below for you to download if you would like to do so. And it's very simple. You can do it in like 2-3 minutes. Like, it's not meant initially for you to take a lot of time, but it's this wheel, and there's like 10 different areas, or maybe it's 8 different areas of your life, like for you to rank from 1 to 10 your level of satisfaction with those areas of your life. And it's supposed to be just like what comes to mind. Out of a 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with your career? 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with your love life? 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with your money and with your personal development and with your health? And so it goes over like relationships with like friends and family, or maybe your spouse or a partner, and your personal health and your development, and like fun and recreation. Do you do anything for fun and recreation? I know I didn't for a very long time. I know I didn't have hobbies because I didn't have time for hobbies. A hobby? Who has time for that? I'm over here trying to run everything. Who has time for that? I didn't. At least that's what I told myself. And if you're like me, that's what you're telling yourself, is that you don't have time for you. You don't have time for a hobby. But that's not true. It's just not a priority for you. And so we need to figure out, how can we make that a priority? How can we make you a priority? And that's what I think of when I think of well-being, is being on your own list of priorities and being intentional with your efforts to be happy in the various areas of your life. So if you are a solo lawyer like me, if you own your own law firm like I do, you have total control on your career and what that looks like, and how your career, how your law firm affects your personal life, and vice versa, how your personal life affects your career. Like, the two, I think, are so intertwined together. It's not personal life over here and career over here. No, the two come together and need to work together in order to support you, right? I think that's where we run into burnout, is that like we focus on one and not the other, and we spend so much time on the career and giving the career everything we have, and giving our clients everything we have, and giving your law firm everything you have, and then you're so drained you have nothing left for yourself. But this needs to be something that is like self-fulfilling and is circular, right? Where you are taking care of yourself, then you're taking care of your firm supports you. It's supposed to be like this cyclical thing, and not two things that don't overlap. If you remember Venn diagrams, like when we were in elementary school, like there should be an overlap. If I do this I'm not doing this right, but there should be an overlap, right? It shouldn't be one circle here and one circle here. The two should be coming together and overlapping. I hope that makes sense. If you know what a Venn diagram is, and you know what I'm talking about. So, and so all that to say is that these two things go together. And I think for lawyers for so long, the focus has just been on us as lawyers and our careers and your cases, and like, those things are important, but what about you as a human? What about the human you? Yeah, the lawyer you, but that's just one of your roles. Like, you're a human first, you're an individual person first, and we need to take care of that so you can do everything else better, right? So how are you taking care of yourself? How are you being intentional with your efforts? How are you making a conscious effort to thrive in the different areas of your life, both personally and professionally? For a lot of us, the answer is that we're not. And for a lot of us, we don't know where to start. And I think the Wheel of Life is a great place to start, to do that initial assessment, to realize, like, oh, yeah, I'm doing great, with work. I'm doing great with my income, but my personal relationships suck. I haven't seen my friends, in a month, right? So we need to bring this all together and tie it together. So are you seeing your doctor for your wellness appointments? Are you going to the dentist every year? Do you get outside and go for a walk and just have some time to yourself? How are you taking care of you? What are some things you can do to take care of yourself? So we need to make these small changes. I'm not talking about big changes. Big changes are scary and overwhelming and it's almost like debilitating, thinking that you have to change everything around. We don't have to do that. Can you add in a 30-minute walk 3 or 4 days a week? You can if you prioritize it, right? The weather's getting pretty good over here. I'm in Seattle. Weather's pretty nice this weekend, right? And so wherever you are in this country, if it's nice in Seattle, it's probably going to be pretty nice where you are, right? We usually get the good weather last over here, right? At least in the U.S. And so let's think about how we can take care of ourselves and spend a little bit of time on us and to take care of us. So if you're not sure where to start, download the Wheel of Life. Again, it's free. You don't need to give me your email for it. You can just download it below and do an assessment, 1 to 10. What is your level of satisfaction with these different areas of your life? And that's going to immediately show you where you got to do some work. So I hope this helped. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to prioritize yourself and prioritize your well-being so you can be a better lawyer, so you can be a better parent, so you can be a better spouse, you can be a better friend, and you can be happier with yourself. I think that's what it's all about, right? We got to take care of ourselves so we can do all the other things that we have on our plates. So I hope this helps someone. I hope this speaks to someone. I hope you download that PDF and fill it out for yourself to see where you are. Give yourself the 5 or 10 minutes required to fill out that assessment and just reflect on that as far as where things are. You owe that to yourself. You deserve it. So I'll see you in the next one. All right. Bye.